decontamination zone. Entering decontamination. Put away your weapons before entering decontamination.
Well, what to say about that, buddy? What the hell? I look like the... I look like that, the guy that gives away all the secrets of his magic acts. Like, today I'm going to reveal how we saw a woman in a... What's the guy? A masked magician. That's what I look like.
Analysis of your state of health. Unexpected error.
What the hell?
The suit is reporting a problem. We cannot take any chances.
Shit.
Quickly, medical terminal.
Welcome to the detox chamber in Meridian. Lie on the bed.
Huh. And that's the woman we're going to show how we sawed her in half.
Pressure 300. Temperature 43 degrees Celsius.
Jeez.
You are not okay.
Thanks for telling me the
Unexpected
obvious.
error.
Oh, hello.
Dead effective Raj.
Oh, that's the guy I'm talking to.
Prototype 725. First test.
I'm Prototype 725.
Stamina. All combat tests successful. Brain activity undamaged.
His brain's coming out of his head.
Normal state. Side effects not proved. The subject recommended for archiving.
What?
You have been excellent. Good night.
No!
Incorrect termination.
gonna try and kill me.
procedure. Unpermitted
Come on, magician.
elimination of
Yes,
test
get out of the force field bed. Oh, yes, look at that. My popcorn maker has come back.
But and what about the contamination and the invasion of the zombies?
You do not understand. This is a mobile space center for research of military technology, and you are a new prototype.
Me? A test sample?
We applied a new mutagen on you. You participated in combat scenario for testing combat stamina, and you succeeded.
Combat scenario?
Your adaptation has failed.
I didn't let you erase my brain.
Too bad. This is why we have to turn you off.
I'm not gonna let you.
You will not find the exit from the laboratories, and you will not survive without weapons.
Well, I somehow magically, being the masked magician, got the most powerful weapon into my arm. So that's flipped everything on its head. So basically what it's saying is that we've been a test subject for the military all this time. Which comes back down to level 1. There was a iPad that basically... And I'd just like to say I'm glad that Apple iPads are a thing of the future and that we can still play Candy Crush and all that. But anyway, there was an iPad that stated that we had been enrolled in the military and we were trained from an early age, which kind of makes me that we've been a test subject all this time might be because of that. Which raises the question, was the two members of the Unit 13, were they working in cohorts with this guy, or is it possible that they had somehow found out what this guy was doing to everyone and was trying to sabotage the ship? So they were trying to sabotage the ship not because they wanted the zombie virus, but because of what this guy was using the zombie virus for, and found out what he was doing. And it puts the Unit 13s into nearly a hero kind of status. Place all weapons, tools and other objects into the automatic cleaning machine. Step in individually, be patient. The time of decontamination depends on individual levels of radiation. Now this... so this is Bielik. So that wasn't Wagner, that was Bielik. Interesting. And why was the brain coming out the top of his head? It looked very weird. Can't see anything else, so I might just continue on. Okay, seen better days. Oh, there's a secret there. System maintenance. Joe Hayes here. They're after me. Be careful. The contamination zone leads to 0 lads. Don't let them to Unit 13. Okay, so it seems that Unit 13 was not in cohorts with the with the Doctor, but was actually trying to sabotage it against the Doctor. So they had become aware of these plans somehow. Oh, here's how do I get to this thing? How do I get to that one? Oh, there we go. Yep, there. Project DataFed, testing prototype number 725. Now, that was the other Doctor before, which kind of makes me wonder if there's 2 people inside that guy, if he's both Doctors. That might be crazy. Project DataFed testing, yeah, because it says prototype again, number 725, but this time David Schooner, which means we might be more than one person. Because David Schooner, I think he was a member of Unit 13. The subject shows extraordinary stamina. All combat tests were successful. Brain activity seems undamaged. The subject seems to act as normal. There are no subject recommended for archiving. So if they're cloning people or cloning zombies, it is possible that they're archiving or storing, putting the personalities of people in storage units somehow, storage bases, which means that they might be putting more than one personality inside a body. And if they're putting multiple souls inside a body, is that the reason why we got these extraordinary powers of being able to control time and other things? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's wild. It's way out there. But the Swapper kind of another game kind of tantalizes with that concept as well. So I'm wondering if yeah, I'm wondering if that's the case. If there's more. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a. Oh, open up! There's a grenade up. Damn it! Go away. That grenade is going pretty fast. No, he's grenading. We're gonna be able to get him. Now I can. Whew. I think he just kamikazed, he grenaded everything. That was pretty full on. Just having a look to see if there's anyone else. There is. There you go. I wanted 2 for the first one. I got 2 on that one. Alright. And because there's so many dead bodies, I'm wondering if someone has already been through this scenario before, this combat scenario, and hence why all these dead bodies are in. Here's that Doctor again. Professor, I've managed to successfully apply a sample of DataFed to an inorganic subject. The results are unbelievable. You must see this for yourself. Okay, so this was to another Doctor, so the 2 Doctors are separate people. But why did they show up on the same? Oh, something's up there. Okay, this one. Six, 5, 8. Okay, I might do that a bit later. I'll finish having a look around here, see if there's any. And again, we got that green gas. We're not sure what the green gas does, how it affects the zombies. Is it being used to control the zombies at all? Not sure on that yet. It seems to be a common theme in all these zombie infected areas. So there's definitely something going on there. Alright. Don't like your chances there, lady. And trying to rebuild herself into a new one. For some reason I couldn't. When the project did effect, testing prototype 725, again the same number as the one before, Jane Frey. Subject shows extraordinary stamina. All combat tests were successful. Brain activity seems undamaged. The subject seems to act as normal. There are no noticeable side effects. Subject recommended for archiving. So again, this archiving, it seems likely that we're more than one person, I'm thinking. And I'm guessing the Jane Frey came to the forefront and maybe he didn't. That's just wrong. Maybe he didn't want that. Maybe we've taken over from Davis Gunnar. What the hell is wrong with that? Is that his jaw ripped open? What the heck? Heck. 839. 839. Don't think there's any more secrets. Have I missed anything? Just have a quick look. And why does I sound like a man? That might actually make sense why I sound like a man if I'm inside David Gunnar's body. Which kind of makes sense because I don't look female. I look like the masked magician who's a male. So, anyway.
You will not get out. You are crazy. You are going around in circles and running out of breath. You are so lost and alone. I'm sending you some company.
I'm happy with being alone, mate. Don't need to send any more company. Thank you very much. Okay. I wonder if that gives away the secret of the green gas. Workspace. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Sims. Oh my goodness. The hell? It seems like they're harvesting parts here. Like cloning. But more harvesting, making parts or cloning individual parts. Doctor, sadly the birth chamber is not fully functional yet. So we cannot replicate test subjects. We will need to use test subjects from the crew. I will speak with Captain Phillip, which was the original captain. So it did tend to say that James Razor agreed to. So why would James Razor agree to all this? Because it doesn't appear Unit 13 agreed to it. Unless he was forced to agree to it or something along those lines. Henry Werner to the other doctor. Duper is sending you new test subjects. They will be sent to your lab individually. They have not been informed about the true reason they are being sent to you, so they may resist. I assume you can deal with that. Okay. So here we have Duper was definitely involved as second in charge. So that puts a new sinister idea. So maybe Duper put on the locks on the doors to try and get those two Unit 13 members and stop them from. Okay, we have a spitter on the right. We have a grenader on the left. Alright, here we go. have to just blow this guy. I don't know if that worked, but I'm getting out of here. I'm in a lot of danger. Down to 2 health, I'm in bad shape. Need to get out. Need to clear some of these. Okay. Oh, forgot about that. You got me dead center. I was ready for you that time. Picked up some money there. Just glad I came back. They're all coming in really slow. Did I clear it? Really? Healers job. Which might give some reason why there's different zombies that are... Again, the green gas. We're not really sure as to why there are some zombies that are just hanging around. Project Dedifed testing prototype number 137 Razor. So this is the captain. The subject shows, which makes me wonder with these numbers whether it's all the people, because I was 725 or something. The subject shows extraordinary strength, body mass increased by 24.7303, radiation protection 76.4, brain defects present, control available. Identified side effects, stamina limitations, flaws in reaction C. Subject recommended for archiving. So I'm guessing we're all in a storage bank somewhere, and they're putting our personalities in these different bodies, and just testing out. So I'm probably not the original prototype. My body's probably housed somewhere else. That sucks. So yeah, tablet over here. Project Dedifed testing prototype number 487. Mencken as the engineer. Subject shows the unique ability of acidic splash spit. Body mass increased by 8.66, radiation protection 34, brain defects present, control available, identified side effects, speed limitations, subject recommended for archiving. Yeah, the plot thickens. That's what I just did. I don't see anything else. Doctor to the other doctor. Professor, I have good news. Dedifed works on animal subjects. We've no visible problems. We can move to the next phase of testing and we will require human tests. So those things that run around that look a little bit different and act a little bit different than zombies, have spikes. They seem to be probably the test from the animals, which makes me wonder what type of animals they were using. Again, is this the archiving? Are we all looking like that? Are we even human? Like, is it possible that we're just an alien race? Or that we all are like that and when they put the personality in us, our body shape changes. I don't know. Amazing, Doctor. Begin testing dead effect on animal subjects. All of the greenhouses are at your disposal. So, Heinrich Wenner gave full legitimate access to him. Oh, there's a secret up there. Oh, I found all the orbs. That's all of them. So we've done all that. We'll just move on. See what else there is.
Access denied.
Heinrich Wenner to the other Doctor. Doctor, Duper has granted us access to the cryo chamber of Unit 13. The members of Unit 13 are a gold mine of perfect genetic material. We will get to work right away. I see. So at what point when they started accessing Unit 13 did they... And that's probably...
Exit door locked.
Maybe Unit 13, that's how the other two guys found out and resisted or got out of the trouble, and then was trying to sabotage the ship, knowing that the other Unit 13 members were going to be experimented on as well. A73.
Finished.
Oh, nearly missed that one. Project Dead Effect, testing prototype number 295, Frank. Ah, that's the other. The subject shows extraordinary stamina and strength, no noticeable increase in body mass normal, radiation protection, brain defects present, control, no noticeable side effects, subject recommended for archiving. So one of the members of Unit 13 got caught and they became archived. Oh wow, and that's all the secrets. Wow, that was pretty full on. Join me next time as we do chapter 9. Until then, bye for now.